Everybody, welcome. So glad to be able to join you briefly for the start of today's lesson. This should be a good one. This is a tricky topic. I'm guessing we have some folks from the intermediate class visiting. You guys are, of course, welcome. Meanwhile, I'm just happy to stop by, say hi to you all. Yeah, it's always a treat to be able to hop in, especially to be able to say Happy New Year to you all. Let's do our best this year. We'll keep learning from our fantastic teacher. And yeah, just want to thank you guys for making learning so fun, for making this the supportive place and cohort of learners that it is. Hey, Caroline, TJ, Aunt Ellie, Assumpta, everyone else who already said hi, Liz. Thank you. Yeah, keep it up. You guys know your activity in the chat brings so much to the learning experience. So please respond to Jack's questions. Ask Jack questions when you're unsure of something. That lets him know when it's okay to, speed up or when it's better to slow down. You guys all know if you run into tech trouble, don't leave it down there below in the chat. Instead, right above, there's a banner which says click here for support. You can click on that to access all our backup links. I won't go through these support slides. You guys know the deal. But the first thing you can always try is just closing the classroom and try entering again. I think that's it. Should we get to it? I wonder if it's still as snowy over there as it was on Monday. I hope you all are staying dry and warm. All right, a warm round of applause for our teacher, Jack. Hey there, Jack.
Morning.
It's a treat to be able to join this group. I'm just starting the recording now, and so we should be ready to go momentarily.
That's great. Thanks for helping out, Bashir. Yeah, it's still very cold in Harrogate. They've got probably, several inches of snow still on the pavements, and, it's lethal. I think, on the side roads, it's like an ice rink.
Goodness. Well, I hope you're staying safe. I hope everyone out there is staying safe. Drive slowly. Don't drive anywhere if that gut feeling is telling you, I think it might be a little bit dangerous. We want you all taking good care of yourselves.
Well, Anthony's okay. Anthony's in sunny Cape Town. So and next week, Bashir, I'm in a mystery location as well, as you know.
Will it be a warm location or a cold location?
Well, that's the killer thing. I can't tell you the answer to that. It will be a cold location, I'm afraid. Colder
but Jack, we don't know how to dress.
Sorry?
We won't know how to dress, to prepare for the class.
No. Well, I've got a few ideas, Bashir, but yeah, I will be packing a suitcase. The country, I can tell you the country I'm going to.
Just that should give it.
Whet your appetite. And that country is Switzerland.
All right. Bundle up, guys.
Yeah.
Next week we're on the slopes.
It will be cheap. Ellie says it'll be cheaper here. I could use the snow here, couldn't I?
Yeah, stay where you are, Jack. We'll all be over for some sledding and then bridge and tea inside.
Well, I've got a couple of photos to share with the class at the end. I just shared them with the beginners class. The 2 photos that I took from home.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah, so we'll share those at the end. So something to look forward to at the end of the class. And
Wonderful.
Then I'll finish the class today, Bashir. I'm very good at pressing the stop button.
It's not the only thing you're very good at. Jack, before I sign off, I just want to remind the more experienced members of the Improvers class that as you start to feel ready, come on over to the Monday intermediate class. I think a number of folks in this class are ready. And when you feel so inspired, reach out anytime. hello@learnbridgeonline.com if you'd like to officially transfer into the intermediate class. Now, this message isn't for everyone. There are a lot of folks in this class with less experience. But, Jack, we're speaking to those who are feeling more comfortable, right?
Yeah, those who've been playing a year and a half, 2 years, but it's definitely time for them to come along on Monday if that time suits for live, 9:30 in the morning. Really is. The lessons aren't, some of the lessons we're doing now are definitely lessons we would do with the intermediates as well.
Maybe with a little bit more for the more more experienced.
Yeah,
but nothing to scare them away.
No. And if for some reason they take 4 or 6 lessons and would prefer to come back to this class, Well, that's fine. It's all included in the subscription. But I must just say, there's no fixed time. There's no like date whereby everyone moves or migrates to the intermediate Bashir. I think that's important to say. People just move over to the intermediates when they're ready for it. They can come to both classes if they wish. As everyone knows, I think they're included in the subscription of £8 a week. So yeah, it's don't feel as though you're in this class forever, you know.
And Jack, maybe we could even keep an eye out when there's an appropriate intermediate lesson coming up that you think would be a nice landing spot for folks who might have been a little bit nervous or shy about giving it a try.
Talk of the devil, Bashir. Next week, Monday the 13th of January, we're doing suit quality overcall test and level of the fit. You know, and that's very much an improver and intermediate topic. So that's a nice, easy one for them to come to.
So next Monday, if you're up for it, we'd like to give you maybe even a little nudge to the more experienced. Come on over Monday, 9:30 a.m. if you can. If you can't, the lesson will be there for you in the lesson library. You can check it out in your, you know, at your own time as well. But also, Jack, I guess the flip side of the coin, if you're comfortable here and happy here, you're good.
Yeah.
You can, you know, this is a very solid level, and it takes that practice to stay there, to keep building your confidence. If that's what you want to do, that's okay too.
Actually, Bashir, over the next few weeks, we are going to be doing signals and discards for the improvers, which is very much an intermediate topic as well.
Absolutely.
We are doing a losing trick count very soon as well in the next few weeks here at 11 o'clock for the improvers. That's a more difficult topic, the losing trick count. By the way, after just talking about Monday the 13th of January, Bashir, on Monday the 20th of January, we're doing the unassuming qubit with the intermediates. And that's definitely a very useful convention that many of these improvers could work out. So yeah, let's just see how we go. Anne is suggesting, can you publish in advance the topics you're going to cover in each session? It's quite difficult to do that, Anne, but generally I do try and tell you what's happening over the next week. But maybe send a message on the posting page, Anne. I could have a look at that for you. Good. Okay.
Enough talk, more rock. I'll hand it over to you. And have fun. Glad to say hi and Happy New Year to everyone. And Jack, I'll leave it to you to wrap things up.
Thanks for the intro, Bridget. Nice to see you. Right, so it's all on me now. Let's get straight into this lesson. Making a plan in no trumps. Well, whether you play golf or not, we talk about teeing up, don't we? Tee, and that's a lady, actually. That probably should be where I should be at the moment in Barbados playing golf, but there you go. Yes, tricks. Count certain ones. E is for extras. Look for the longest suit. You all know about the 5-card suit being the gold dust. Most important of all, establish. Go for the extras first. Generally, after you've been playing bridge for a few months, you get into the teeing off. You play like a tortoise, not the hare. Don't worry about losing. Quite often in one no trump, which I do enjoy playing now, by the way. I see it as a challenge. I'll lose the first 5 or 6 tricks. And I'll make the next 7 or 8, hopefully. Okay, just a quick exercise in counting certain tricks. How many certain tricks have we got in 3 no trumps here? First question of the morning. Oh, and a very warm welcome. Hopefully it's warm where you are. Your heating hasn't broken down like it did to Claudine's in the previous class. But her heating is now working again. You'll sleep more easy to know that. Warm welcome if you're watching in replay. Talking of warm, that's a good idea. Cup of tea. Morning, Phil. We'll say a few good mornings later. There are 6, 4 dime, 4 hearts, and 2 clubs. Good. Fairly straightforward. Yes, at the end of this lesson, I was just telling the beginners, well, they're now improvers, really, beginner stroke improvers, about Bridge Master. I will tell you about that as well. And I've got a couple of 2 fun photographs to share with you too at the end of the lesson. Okay, let's go straight into hand 1. Yeah, do you open 1 heart or 1 diamond on the south hand as opener? I think it was Caroline just asking a question. She's confused. Caroline, it's always high fives, whether you're the opener or the responder. But with 4 card suits, Caroline, and others, the opener bids the higher ranking suit, so 1 heart, when you've got a major and a minor. Okay? So higher of 4s for opener, cheapest of 4s for responder. All right? Can be confusing. And the North hand bids what with 8 points? One spade, of course. Yes, don't make the mistake of bidding 1 no trump, which would deny the 4-card major. And South's rebid was 17. Yeah, I mean, even if the diamonds were ace, queen, jack, 4, and the hearts were king, 7, 6, 3, we still open a heart. Remember, suit quality is irrelevant as to which suit you open or respond in. Of course, we jump to 2 no trumps. Oh, Anne's in Kirklebright today. Nice to know where you are, where you come from. TJ's in London. And North. So that's 17, 18. North raises to game. I might bid 3 hearts here, giving partner a choice, but I've got 3 little ones. My doubleton is queen X. I'm actually not going to. I'm just going to bid 3 no trumps. But 3 hearts would be optional there, because opener might have had 5. And of course, fine to lead away from an ace in a no trump contract. This would be the cardinal sin in a trump contract, against a trump contract, of course, leading from an ace. Good, so what would I do? I would count certain tricks. There's only 3. Ace, king of spades, ace of hearts. Looking for the extras. Certainly in hearts and clubs. There's some finessing positions. Also, I would analyse the opening lead. Yes, let's not forget that. That should only take a second. What does the lead of the 2 of diamonds tell you about the opponent's diamonds? Nice of Bashir to hop on and say hello. Always nice to see his smiling face. Franny is otherwise engaged. Oh, I think Franny's on a cruise, actually, isn't she? Somewhere in Australia. Am I in the wrong job? I only get to go to cold countries. They've got 4, yes. When you lead the 2, it means it's the 4th highest, means they can't have 5 or 6. So they've only got a 4-card suit. Three's not the same, Caroline, unless you can see the 2. If they lead the 3 and you can see the 2 in declare or dummy, then again, you must know they have 4. Now, I've decided where their extras are. Next decisions, never play too quickly at trick 1. We did a lesson on that the other day. Which diamond do we play? Try not to look at the east-west cards, make it more difficult for you. Would you honestly play the 4 from dummy? Second player play low. Or would you put up the queen? You're an honest lot. I do trust you. Well, it's nearly always right to rise with an honor doubleton in dummy and no trump. So if you had king X or queen X, it's nearly almost right to rise with it because, as Ellie's just said, it's your only chance to make it. Also, it is more likely to win, as you know that West has got strength in diamonds. Good, so that's a bonus. That means that if West continues diamonds, they have to give us a trick to the king. Right, which card do we play from the dummy? Yeah, it's clear to get the hearts going. Heart to the queen. I tend to play the queen. You could play the queen or the jack. I tend to play the higher ones. It's easier for me to remember that it's gone. Okay, so winning finesse. Which card do we play next? We're going to be doing lots of finessing in this lesson. And if you could see outside, it's all covered in snow still. They've still got about 3 or 4 inches on the ground, I think. It's all frozen. You'll know that, Phil, if you look outside your front gate. He lives in Harrogate. As do Anne and Stuart. Right, we must get to dummy with a club. Another successful finesse of the ace of clubs. And another heart is played to the knave. No surprise that it wins. Which card do we play next from Declarer's hand? Mainly this lesson is on BBO today, of course. It's a Declarer play lesson. Yes, you won't catch me, Phil H, on the paddle court or the golf course this week. Especially if it's outside. Yeah, let's play another club. Really good play for West to duck the ace here. Okay. There's no heart finesse to do now. To catch the ace. Pleased to see that the suit divides 3-3. A 36% chance. 4-2 is 48%. Not that you really need it. They're about the only percentages I carry around in my head. There's not enough space for anything else. They better keep their queen of spades guarded here, because South could have ace king X. So they did well not to throw their spade, because that would leave them vulnerable in spades. So keep that guarded. They have to throw a diamond. Okay, so 7 tricks. Let's play. Yeah, 3-3 again, Caroline, 36%. Yeah, quite useful just to know that about just slightly more than a third of the time. Right, so we're doing very well. Thank you for your efforts as well. It's a joint effort, remember, playing these hands. What do we do next? We made our 9 tricks. What should South do next, do you think, Declare it? Because there might be a chance of an over trick here. Possibly what we call an end play, which is a more advanced technique coming up on the intermediates in a few weeks' time. On Monday at 9:30. But if you're happy the improver class, we definitely don't want to scurry you away from here. It's a nice group. It's a comfort zone. And we are doing some more advanced topics, you know, got signals and discards coming up next few weeks. Losing trick count. Yeah, they're topics that would be worthy of the intermediate channel class as well. Yeah, let's cut loose with a club. We know that West must have the ace. They can take their spade, winner. But now they're what we call end played, because they've got to give us a trick to the king of diamonds. So they can cash their ace. But they now have to concede a trick to our king of diamonds. West was officially end played here. By getting off lead with a club, we've put West on lead, and very skillfully, as a joint effort, we've made 10 tricks, which would be the top result. But that was the world's luckiest contract. The odds of making 10 tricks were about 3%, because you needed hearts 3-3, you needed the king of hearts with East, you needed clubs. We didn't need them 3-3, but you needed the ace of clubs with West. Yeah. Good. So you see the technique there. Length winners, finessing. The season of miracles has been extended, Elliot. Let's go back to the classroom. Oh, hang on. They want us to go back to BBA. We'll do that instead. for hand 2, just for the moment. I did say most of this lesson's on BBO, where we play the hands out. It's much easier. It's a 1 no trump opening. Naught to 10 without a 5-card suit. Pass. 4th highest lead. Well, certain tricks, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we've got 3 spades and 3 diamond winners. We only need 1 more winner. Quite unusual in 1 no trump to have 6 winners. Right. Have you spotted any chance of getting a 7th trick? Well, let's play away. 3rd player play high with the 10. Could win with the ace king. I tend to win with the ace. Easier for me to remember it's gone. But also slightly makes it more difficult for the opponents to know where the king and the queen of spades are. Right. So we are teeing up a 3-stage plan. Which card do we play next? From Declarer's Hand South. So this lesson's all about no trump play, of course. We'll be looking at the rule of 11 shortly. Ducking. But yes, actually, look at the clubs. We've got the 10 and the 8. And we've got the jack and the 9. Yes, the pips, Peter A. They come back their partner's suit. No point opening up a new suit here. And again, we press on with the clubs. West presses on with the spades. It's like a tortoise versus tortoise race, really. 9 of hearts is the signal. I've got something in hearts. But again, we press on with the clubs. Ooh, he switches to a heart. Takes their winning spade. They can let's say they switch to diamonds just to make life a bit more difficult for us rather than a heart. We win with the king, but our 8 of clubs is a winner. And we take our 2 diamonds. It's going to be 7 tricks. Yeah, if they'd have continued with a heart, it would have come to the same thing. It just made life a bit more difficult for us. And then we give the last trick to the opponent. So, Caroline's never heard of pips before. Yes, pips are, yeah, some of you might not have heard of pip. Pips is a technical term for basically 3s and 5s and 8s, anything that's not a 10. So a 9 and below in bridge is known as pips. Yeah, well done, Peter, for bringing that one to our attention. You'll see it in bridge columns and bridge books and things. So, well done for spotting the sequential honours there. That technique is called force. Yeah, no finessing to be done there. Force. We're forcing out the ace, the king, and the queen of clubs. Let's go back to the classroom. Okay, let's look at something different. 5 of clubs has been led against 3 no trumps. Low from the dummy. East has put in the queen of clubs. Would you win with the ace or would you duck it? Morning, Maria. Morning, Ellie. Morning, Caroline. Anne O. Ellie. TJ's in London. Noli. Anne, Mary H. Assumpta is in Ireland, I think. Fred's in Hammersmith. Jane Holbert. Anne O. Smarty is ducking. Is that the clue? There's slam duck. Yeah. So it's nearly always right in no trumps to duck when they lead and you've just got the ace. And ducking twice. Yeah. So they win with the queen of clubs. So we play another round of clubs. We duck twice. What's ducking twice known as? Just remind me. There's Slam Duckler saying hello. Also known as Lucy. Quack, quack. Yes. Ducking twice. We'll just have a look at the full slide. Oh, no, perhaps we won't. But yes, ducking the clubs. And then we try and get the diamonds going, hoping that East has the ace of diamonds. So we're going to make this contract either if clubs are 4-4 or clubs are 5-3, and East only has 3 clubs and the ace of diamonds. We're going to go down if West has 5 clubs and the ace of diamonds. That's just unlucky. So you sever the communication. That's why we duck, by the way. Sever the communication between the defenders. And a good excuse to have a picture of some ducks. Let's play hand 3 on BBO. Right, so, gosh, so many points there. 7, 19, 22, it's 2 no trumps. 20 to 22, and North simply raises to game. 3 diamonds would be a transfer, of course, showing 5 hearts. We've done transfers, of course. 3 diamonds would be a transfer showing 5 hearts. Okay, so simple bidding. What does West lead to 3 no trumps? Which spade does West lead? Well done. You've all nearly all remembered to lead the king. Yeah. So, which I'm impressed by, because quite a lot of improvers forget to do that. So with 3 honours, of course, King, Queen, Jack, you would, but also with what we call a broken sequence of honours, King, Queen, 10. If you made the mistake, some of you did, of leading the 9 or the 10, look, a clever declarer puts up the Jack of spades, and suddenly they've got 2 tricks in the suit. So that's why we lead from King, Queen, 10 to squash a Jack in the dummy. Yes, it was oops. But it is in the small print, so I can forgive some of you for not doing so. It's not a bridge prison offence. Right, certain tricks. Looks like 7. Diamonds clearly are the answer. Right. Should we take the ace of spades or duck it? Gloriously sunny day here, though. Yeah. Some people can't resist taking the ace there, but no, you'll see why in a minute. And we duck again, quack, quack. Don't ever throw a diamond, they're the gold dust. Okay, so clearly we need to play on diamonds, but which diamond do you think it's best to play now? King, 9 or 5? So the diamond suits key. But here we have a danger hand. Spades are 4-4, we're okay. But spades are 5 and 3. It looks as though they are. The way that East has played the 8 of spades, the 8. Looks like spades are 5-3. We have a danger hand. And we have a safe hand. The danger hand is West. We cannot afford to let West get the lead. Otherwise, they'll take their 2 spade winners. But it is best to start with the king of diamonds in case East has a singleton queen. Yes, well done, well spotted. And in all honesty, would you play the ace of diamonds now, or would you play low? Oh, Victoria's late today. Never mind. I won't give you homework, Victoria. Extra homework, should I say? We'll give you some homework. Oh, delivery. Okay. Not of a baby, I hope. I say I hope. Maybe it's joyous. The thing is, the normal way of playing diamonds is to play the ace. But if you do that, that's a mistake. Because now you have to give a trick to the queen of diamonds. We're going to go one now. But that is the normal way of playing the diamonds. You play for the drop with the ace and the king. But here, we need to change our tactics because we don't actually mind here if East wins the queen of diamonds. It's not going to upset us because they have no spade to return. You've severed the communication. So we're still going to make 9 tricks. As it happens, they discard. So we're going to get a well-deserved overtrick here by playing the diamonds this way. This is a strange way to play the diamonds, but we had to do it this way as a safety play. Cash the diamonds. And now we're plain sailing, really. Interesting, though. Should we take the club finesse? Should we be greedy and take the club finesse, even if this was duplicate pairs? Great that you're doing your live lesson from your holiday, Anthony. I'm impressed. Yes, far too dangerous to take the club finesse because we've got at least 10 tricks here. That would be greedy. We played the hand well. Where are we? Queen of hearts. And just give the last trick to the king of clubs. Ooh, well, take a deep breath. We've made 10 tricks. That would definitely be the top score. So we did 2 things right there. We ducked the spade twice. That was the first good move. That one is on replay, Victoria. Yes, you can all play that on replay yourselves. And then remember at the end to press the next button to see how I play it out. Yeah, really useful facility that I've been putting up for you each week. I've had to re-input all the hands. So I've done quite a lot of extra work for you. So you can press the next button. They're all programmed in. But yeah, that would be the top score. And the second thing you did right, of course, was king of diamonds, then finesse the queen. Known as the safe hand and the danger hand. Yeah, the danger hand there was west. The safe hand was east. Okay, here's another example. We're playing 3 no trumps. And which card from dummy do we put in? Do you play the 2 of spades? So lead of the 5s. They could be leading from 4, 5, or 6 cards. Yeah, they've either got 4 or 5 spades. Doesn't really matter. But do you put in the jack of spades here or the 2? I imagine you're going to be a mixture of different answers here. So there's 2 marks on offer here. Firstly, do you put in the jack or the 2? One is right, one is wrong. And secondly, once you've played that card, East will play the queen. Do you duck the ace or do you take it? It's always a tricky one, this match, yes. A lot of people get this wrong when we give them this problem. Well, we'll go through the questions in order. Yeah, so there's 2 questions available here. Do you play the jack or the 2? So the first answer is jack or two. Second answer is do you duck or win the ace? I'll give you a clue. The 10 of spades is a vital card here. Yes, Barbara's just spotted that. She says having the 10 helps, but I don't know why. Well, Barbara, the thing is, it's very useful because you've got the jack and the 10. So let's just go through the answers. I'm going to give you 1 mark for the first question if you played the 2 from dummy. And I'm going to give you a second mark. So the 2 is played from dummy, then the queen of spades is played, and then you must win with the ace. So 2 marks available there. Don't be upset if you got 0, because actually when we did this in the past, a lot of the viewers got this one wrong. That 10 of spades is so significant. The thing is, if you play the 2 and they play the queen and you win with the ace, the jack of spades will be taken by the king of spades, but then the 10 of spades is a stopper. So as long as you play it that way, you will always have 2 stoppers in the suit. The 10 of spades is a vital card. It was kind of you to say, Anne in Kirkcudbright. But it'd be very different if you did not have the 10 of spades. It'd be the opposite. So if you just had ace XX of spades, A would be right to rise with the jack of spades, in case West started with the king and the queen. And B, it'd be right to duck when East plays the queen of spades or the king. So that 10 makes the vital difference there. But a lot do get that problem wrong when we did it in the past. Sometimes when declarer has a long suit, you will need to duck the first trick to preserve an entry to dummy. If you're going to lose a trick, lose it early in no trumps. So let's have a look at this problem. 6 of spades has been led. And you could duck it, but I would take it with the king here, because if they switch to clubs, you could be in more trouble. So with ace king X, it can often be right to duck. I'd say about 50% of the time, but it's dangerous to duck if they could switch to a different suit. So we win the king of spades. And clearly we need to get the diamonds going. What do we do next at trick 2? So win the spade with the ace or the king. I'd probably win with the ace, actually. And what do we do next? Explain. We do play a diamond, but we need to be more specific. We would hope that diamonds are 3 and 2. So given that diamonds divide 3 and 2, which they will do 68% of the time, we do need to try and go for diamonds. But there is a problem. We're always going to lose a trick in diamonds. So very well done if you duck the first diamond. Yeah, you can't play to the ace or the king. That's goodbye diamonds. Okay, so well done if you duck the diamond. Whether West plays the queen or the jack or the 10, you duck the first round. We haven't got enough tricks to get the hearts going. No, we do need the diamonds. Good. Well done if you did that. Not easy. Right, so second part of the lesson is the rule of 11. Quite difficult, the rule of 11. If you're new to it, it's quite hard. I don't expect you kind of to be the expert straight away. So you'll need to practice it. But if you do, that's great. Some of you have done it before. Some of you might be good at the rule of 11. Some of you might be rusty. So what it is, from the 4th highest opening lead card, not from an honor, has to be a 4th highest, the declarer can work out how many other high cards are in the right-hand opponent's hand by subtracting that lead card from 11, not surprisingly. So, can we work out the rule of 11, everyone? 7 of diamonds has been led. That's clearly the 4th highest. what card do we play from dummy? So you need to apply the rule of 11 and then tell me which card you play from dummy. Ace, queen, 10, or 2. Well, I don't really know the theory behind it either, Caroline. I just use it. I'm not a great mathematician. If you're watching in replay, how good are you at the rule of 11? Only works in no trumps and on the opening lead. So let's put it into action. So I would take the 7 from 11, which is 4. There's 4 cards higher than the 7 in dummy, east, third player, and declarer. So we work out how many we've got. We've got 4 higher than the 7, all 4, ace, queen, 10, and the 8. 4 minus 4 is 0. So we know that east has no card higher than the 7. So with confidence, everyone, we can play the 2 from dummy, knowing that we're going to win with the 8, number 8. Good. This is quite a difficult rule of 11. Obviously, you can download the worksheet. Either put it in a folder, piece of paper, or keep it on a digital, keep it on your computer or your device, your laptop. Yeah, win cheaply with the 8, number 8, and then probably play the 5 of diamonds back to the 10. You're going to make all 4 tricks here. Nothing West could do about it. They were just unlucky. Let's play hand 4 on BBO. Uh, 7, 8, 10, 15, 19 points. That's 1 spade. South. Yeah, what would you bid with the south hand? 6 points. Choose between 2 spades and 1 no trump. Can bid 2 spades with 3 card support. Most of the time it's right, but this is one of the exceptions where most of the time with 3 card support for the major, I prefer to raise to 2 spades. But as Maria has wisely just said, morning Maria, you're 4-3-3-3, and Patricia, yeah, you're flat as a pancake. It's one of the few times I prefer 1 trump, and you've got poor spades, Maggie, yes, for those 2 reasons. Very much prefer 1 no trump there because I'm flat as a pancake and I've got 3 little spades. Normally, yeah, most of the time with 4-3-3, I'll bid 1 no trump. And North raises to game. North would bid 2 no trumps with 17-18 here, by the way, an invitation. 17-18 would be what North 2 no trumps would show. I know North has bid spades, but West has 5 of them, so they would probably lead the 7 of spades. What might be an alternate lead to that, do you think? If you didn't lead the 7 of spades, which other card might you have led? But it is a 5-card suit. Yeah, I'd choose between the Queen of Diamonds and the 7 of Hearts as an alternative lead. I wouldn't mind the 7. Probably slightly prefer the 7 Hearts as it's the unbid major. Okay, so counting certain tricks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Clearly our only chance of extras really Might be one in diamonds if they're 3-3, but they'll probably have switched to clubs by then. Really, what we need to be doing is applying the rule of 11. So, which card do we play from the dummy here? Well, rule of 11, 7 from 11 is 4. There's 4 cards high. Again, similar to the previous example in the classroom, we can see the ace, queen, 10. We can see the 8. We know East has no card higher than the 7. So with confidence, we play the 2. Winning cheaply with the 8. And what do we do at trick 2? Well, let's return the compliment. Play a spade back. To the 10.
Thanks for the feedback.
A deep finesse, Caroline. Almost certain, well, pretty much certain it's going to win. A heart. Which one from our own hand? The Clara. That's it, Magia, yes. Overtake with the queen, of course, because we need to be back in hand. To take another spade finesse. Poor old West is regretting their lead of the 7. Now we could just run for home, actually. There's no... well, we might make... There's no huge rush. Let's duck a diamond, maybe. But the opponent switched to clubs. We can duck a club, maybe. But now we'd better take our winners before they run away. We were trying for an over trick, but the opponents weren't falling for it. Take our heart winners. Take our winning spade. And the winning diamond for 9 tricks. They can have the last 2. So yes, just making 9 tricks there, courtesy of the spades. Good, let's go back to the classroom. Ooh, it's the end of the show. We don't get 3 things to remember. I think because it's declare a play, that's why. Let's go back and do another one on BBO. Oh yes, that's quite interesting. Let's have a look at this one. So 1 no trump opening with 14. Would you overcall 2 diamonds on the west hand or not? What about if you're watching in replay? Would you overcall 2 diamonds there? I definitely wouldn't. 2 reasons. A, because it doesn't pass squat, the suit quality overkill test, which actually we're doing with the intermediates next Monday at 9:30. Just a quick reminder of that. Squat and the level of the fit. 9:30 on Monday the 13th. And yes, most players, Peter A, most experienced players prefer to overcall with a 6-card suit of 1 no trump. Yeah. And I don't like the shape either, 5-3-3-2. Balance hand, no. It's a definite pass there. And what does North do with their 11 points as responder? That's a shame your tournament was cancelled, Caroline, or postponed. Yeah, a lot of things. My Pilates class was cancelled on Tuesday because of the car park being too icy and snowy. I think that's the thing. The main roads here are absolutely fine. Just the little roads and the car parks and people's drives are a nightmare. And it's so cold that the snow's not melting. It could be here for weeks. Lots of time for playing bridge though, Caroline, yes. Don't forget to use Stamen with 11 plus points. And what's North's rebid here? No, remember, Maggie, this is the frozen north where I live. -10 tonight, I think. Yeah, 2 no trumps is 11 or 12. Doesn't need to be balanced. And South raises to 3. Okie dokie. Well, only 5 certain tricks. Clearly extras available in hearts and diamonds. Maybe a spade, but it's a bit dubious. Maybe a club, but again, dubious. Right, so apply the rule of 11 to the lead. And which one do we play from the dummy? In fact, we have used the 7 in all of these examples. Doesn't matter which, which card they lead. You can still apply the rule of 11. Winning with the 8. And what next? Well, yeah, I think it's time to play another diamond back. To the 10. And a heart to the ace. Back to hand. What next, do you think? Diamonds or hearts? Try not to look at the east-west cards. It won't help you. Well, the diamond actually, if you're watching in replay, are you diamonds or hearts now? The diamond can wait. There's no rush to take the diamond finesse. We know it's going to work. We do need to build some tricks in hearts. So, Stuart, I'm with you on this one. I'd play a heart. Yeah, we do need to try and get the hearts going. Do we play the jack or the king? Again, looking won't help at the other cards. Yeah, we can't really establish spades, Mandy. No, I'm afraid not. They're just too weak, and there's no 5-card suit. We could actually lose 4 tricks in spades if we tried to establish them. Yeah, good question there from Mandy, but spades are off the menu. Okay, so losing finesse, never mind. Hearts might still be 3-3. Which card does East play back now, do you think? Specifically, which one of those 9 cards does East return? Spade, heart, club? Which one? Well, clearly it's right to switch to clubs here with the singleton in dummy. But do you play the 3 or should you switch to the 9? I wouldn't switch to a spade, no. I would switch to a club with a weakness in dummy. Remember, when you lead, it's high for hate. So that 9 of clubs says, I don't have any honor cards, partner. The 3 of clubs, low for like, would promise an honor. Good. 9 of clubs, Peter there. Caroline, and most of you playing a 9 of clubs. Do we risk the finesse with the jack of clubs? Or should we play the ace or the king? Well, for 2 reasons, we should play the ace or the king. A, because they played the 9 of clubs, denying the queen. And B, we haven't got many entries back to our hand. quite a tricky hand, this actually. It is available in replay on BBO afterwards. You've got the link where the worksheet is and the replay is on the LBO website. Right, what do we do next? Having cashed the 8, played the ace of clubs. We need 5 more tricks, do we? I'll give you a clue. This is our last time in Declarer's hand. So well done if you played the king of clubs. I think it's quite a difficult hand, this one. Yeah, otherwise you can't get back to hand to play it. Now we take the diamond finesse. Known as a marked finesse, by the way, one we know that's going to win. Ace of diamonds. King of hearts. Relieved to see the suit dividing 3 and 3. So this is going to be our 9th trick. The opponents can have the rest. Like that. But we have squeezed home, courtesy of the rule of 11, courtesy of length winners in hearts. Quite a tricky hand that. 600 actually, because we're vulnerable. Well, we've ended on a high for this cold Wednesday morning, the 8th of January. I'm just going to show you a little New Year's treat, Bridgemaster on BBO, and then we'll look at a couple of photographs. I'll show you the photographs first, actually. No, let's go to BBO first. So let's stick with BBO. I'm just going to show you how we... Let's have a look at the home page. So hang on, go to practice. I'm just showing you how you can play on Bridgemaster. Then click Bridgemaster. And yeah, you could start at beginner. I think even beginner's quite difficult. So beginner A1. Yeah, even beginner's quite hard. And then you play Declarer hands. Yeah, Barbara's on Bridgemaster. The bidding, don't worry about, it's done for you. It's American style, so don't follow the bidding. It's 5 card majors and strong no trump. And there you get to play 3 no trumps. Just click the cards. Remember, second player play low. And on you go, just like that. They are really difficult, Maggie, yes. Even the beginner ones. This one's quite easy, but they do get hard quite quickly, don't they? So that's just a little bonus for you if you've got some spare time, Bridgemaster. Completely free. Let me just share a couple of photographs with you. Where are we? Hang on. Yeah, you will, Maggie. They're that difficult. You will often have to play the hand several times. I certainly do when I do the more advanced ones. They're really hard. No, even really experienced players, Peter, should play the 4th highest. They really should. I always would. Because you confuse your partner more if you don't. So tricky ops will always play the 4th highest, yeah. Mandy's been swimming in Tenerife and she was late. That's very naughty. You have to do some extra homework. Can I just show you these photos that I was sharing with the other classes? Jack Stocken. Well, we'll have this one first. There you go. That's Lumber, Jack's mum. Should I just write it in? Lumber, whoops. There we go, with her electric chainsaw. We would made use of my time at my parents' house cutting down some logs from a branch that had fallen down the lane. There you go, so that's Jack's mum. With the electric chainsaw. There's one more I'd like to share with you. Hang on, storage. Jack Stocken. Here it is. And we had some spare time whilst we were snowed in, so that's us playing bridge. I'm on the right, clearly, with the grey jumper. That's my dad, Peter. He's 83. He's a very keen bridge player. And my brother, Simon, making a guest appearance too, pretending that he's the baddie in the James Bond film with a cat on his knee. So there you go. Just Magic says, was the cat the fourth player? Yes, no, plays a mean game of bridge, Magic. No, we had Jack's mum as the fourth player. But no, it was good fun. We probably played about 4 or 5 sessions over the 4 days. But yes, we're lucky. Did your parents win, says Karen? No, I'm afraid to tell you, and I'm not being, overly unmodest. We did overtake our parents quite a long time ago playing bridge. They can't hear me say that, but they would agree with that statement. Competitive in a nice way, though, Anna. Yes, we don't criticize each other anymore. We'll really relax. Oh, Maggie says the cat knows how to pause before playing the first card. I was wondering when the first pun would come along, Maggie. Well done with that one. I might have to use that. Yeah, I like that one. Never play too quickly at trigger. No, I like it. I like puns. Yeah, of course we want to win, Anno, but yeah, no, we are actually really relaxed with each other now. We don't criticize each other's play. Yeah, there's no drinks there at all, Mary T. I think if you look very carefully behind me, there might have been a glass of red wine. Yeah, no, the glasses are hidden, but I think there was red wine that went with it. Yeah, I think hidden behind me on the table is a glass of red. So that's a fun photo to finish. Right, well, everyone, it's 12 o'clock, 2 minutes past 12. Good that it's a refresher for you, Ellie. I'm sure for others as well, the rule of 11. Doesn't work if they lead the king or the queen, just the 4th highest card. So it's a useful one. Third player can also use it as well. Just a little tip, I didn't mention that. Third player can use it too by looking at dummy and their own hand. So we can see it, you can use the rule of 11 as a defensive point of view as well, sometimes works. Simon doesn't do classes, Judy, no. Simon is a jigsaw puzzle maker. He lives at my parents' home at the moment and he makes wooden jigsaw puzzles. Was Simon a master player? Yes, no, Simon's a very good bridge player too. Has played at a very high level. But he doesn't teach bridge at the moment. No, he has done in the past, but not at the moment. See you next week, Bobby. Yes, I'll be with you next week from the mystery location in Switzerland. I will be packing a suitcase. Not anytime soon, probably about half an hour before I leave on Friday. So yes, it'll be fun to bring you that class from the ski bridge holiday. It is work, by the way. Other than that, I think I'm going to say goodbye. So from all the Stockens, have a great week. Be careful with the snow and the ice. It's absolutely lethal here. I know probably down south your snow's disappeared, but it's lethal here. Yes, we are a bridge playing family. There's 2 others who aren't there, Anne, by the way. There's my sister Claudia, who also plays bridge, and my brother Zebedee, known as Zeb. He plays bridge and teaches bridge as well. Thank you, Bernice. Thank you, Noli. We're definitely a bridge playing family. Although my parents, their jobs wasn't bridge. No, they did other things. Thank you, Penelope. Oh, yes, you remember the family from before, Mum and Dad, from school. Thank you, Angela. So, yeah, hopefully see some of you What are we doing next week with the improvers? We're doing signals. Yeah, signaling next week with the improvers. So that's 11 o'clock on Wednesday. We'll be signaling, very important, and squat and level of the fit on Monday with morning with the intermediates. Claudia doesn't teach bridge, Judy, no, but she runs bridge holidays with my brother Zeb. Yeah, they do their own bridge holidays, different from mine. Yes, you will have met my dad in Boston. He doesn't go down there anymore, but yeah, he used to enjoy his visits to Boston. And if you ever want to come on a bridge holiday with us, well, just put in the website. Why not? Got a bit of time. Is that it, Andrew? RobsonBridgeHolidays.co.uk. Yeah, our main trip this year is we're doing a week in Crete at a 5-star hotel at the end of September. So yeah, and you're all fine to come along to that. Standard very much improver intermediate. Nice and friendly, the standard of bridge. So everyone in this class will be fine to come along to one of our bridge holidays. Right, well, it is now 12:05. I better get on. Have a great week, everyone. Thanks for joining me. Bye, Jackson.